What's going on, everybody? My name is Daniel Calderon, and welcome to Film Obsessed. Today's discussion, 6 Underground.
We close the box and pretend it doesn't exist. Only some of us, we've lost our ability to pretend.
We've been looking for a special operator like you for a while.
Who are you?
This film, directed by Michael Bay, tells the story of one, played by Ryan Reynolds, and his team of 6, who travel the world using their resources and skills to help those in need. From the moment this film began, I have to say I was already on the edge of my seat. That opening scene where that lime green car kind of just throws itself through the streets of Florence, just driving through all these, carts on the street and people hitting, the bad guys. On top of that, you got the character of Ryan Reynolds in the passenger seat. You got Dave Franco driving this car. Now, their comedic banter is just priceless. They're going back at it, turn here, turn there. No, oh my God, watch this, watch that. But they're so emotionally invested and they're so kind of with the scene and what's going on that you really do feel like you're there, and you really do enjoy how these two characters, their chemistry, their on-screen chemistry is there, and you feel like these guys are a team. The action, the editing, the cinematography, all pulled me in from the beginning. Again, that opening shot alone of them driving in Florence with Ryan Reynolds' charisma and personality on screen, just amazing, riveting stuff. It just pulled me in, it made me invested. I enjoyed that, and it was a great combination of all these different elements. Yeah, there was mindless action at times, but hey, I guess this is what you would call a guilty pleasure. However, that's not to say that I just enjoyed the action. I feel like there's a story in there, and maybe even a message.
What if I told you, I know what happens when you die? You become a ghost.
No more criminal records.
No more office parties or stupid weddings.
The best part of being dead is the freedom.
The character of one, played by Ryan Reynolds, is a billionaire who has become frustrated with the world. He's been donating much of his life to charities and governments around the world to help with poverty, famine, and corruption. But what he realizes is no matter how much money he donates to these places, nothing really gets resolved. And he takes it a step further, goes the extra mile, and he uses that money to acquire resources and skills to basically serve his own personal agenda. Now, what's his own personal agenda? To rid the world from evil. And if that means taking out a world leader that's corrupt, well, welcome to the premise of this film. Now, the 6 people on this team are ghosts. Not because they're dead, but because they've erased their past. You can't find them anywhere in the world on any database. Don't ask me how they did it. Just think of it as movie magic.
You could take out some truly evil people.
We're stuck at the stairwell.
Guys, I got a bad idea.
Don't have bad ideas.
I have good ideas.
The character of one has become so used to the idea of not having a past that it's almost like he becomes desensitized and disconnected from reality. He doesn't feel like he needs to be that invested in people, that invested in his life, because if there is no past, right, then he's just living day by day. And really nothing will matter once the day passes because that past is already wiped out. The team's whole kind of viewpoint on that contradicts because they're saying, okay, we don't have a past, it's been virtually wiped. However, we still exist. We still are breathing. We still, are flesh and blood. If you pinch me, I can feel it. I'm not dreaming, I'm here. They're in reality. To completely kind of cut yourself off from human connection is just ludicrous, really. And it's only until kind of a new member of the team gets recruited that he basically re-educates one and kind of opens his mind up a little bit more in the sense of telling him, this is your team, this is your family, this is all you've got. And if you're gonna just, treat every day like they're expendable, then, you have some serious things to consider because that's not gonna last. At the end of the day, they're human beings. If there's one message I can take from this film and what the character of one learns and understands is the past may be dead and is maybe, unable to be revisited. But the future, as long as you're alive, the future is always unwritten. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me on another film discussion. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to follow me on my Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you too can become